Hey everybody. Clearing. Yes, I can hear many of you saying, what the heck's on her head this time? I wanted something blingy, so I've got my glasses bow on. Anyways, never mind that. It makes my hair smile. Okay. As I was doing this reading, getting ready for it, this card, Protection, Cave, fell out. I'm gonna leave it there because there's something going on in the connection right now where the connections are being divinely protected. I don't really know what that's about, but I'm being instructed to pull some cards, so let's see what we can for the Twin Collective. What is this protection? What is happening? What is being protected? Wow, we get like this card of hanging on, protecting the heart. So hearts are being protected right now. Look at this cross here. So strange, look at that. Same kind of interesting motion there. Clearly this is not a coincidence. Okay, so let's see, what is this for the Divine Feminines? Third parties. What is it for the Divine Masculines? Oh, this is the sexual card, the temptation card in the reverse. Freeing themselves for a leap of faith, internal progress, and I'm getting this as Divine Feminine, Queen of Swords in the neutral position. So I just heard it's no longer what my Divine Feminine says or thinks about things. I've got to figure this out for myself. So yeah, it's really interesting. They're no longer, Divine Masculines are no longer deferring to what Divine Feminine would think or say about certain things. And Divine Feminines are releasing the need to be jealous, control, worry about third-party situations. So Divine Feminine's energy is out and Divine Masculines are left on their own. No longer is Divine Feminine going to be their moral code regarding third-party situations, is what I just heard. So divine protection, how is this being divinely protected? Trying to figure out which deck to use. So how is divine protection? So I guess the motion, there's some kind of a divine influence that's allowing the Divine Feminines to not fear other energies, and that is helping Divine Masculines come to their own assessments regarding their own reasons for connections other than Divine Feminine. So that doesn't mean just romantic third parties. It can be any third energy that's pulling Divine Masculine out of alignment, that the Divine Feminines used to try and tell the Divine Masculines, or would even just think that the Divine Masculines might want to be more aware of that. I'm hearing karmic feminine energy goes blue in the face, trying to convince Divine Masculine or masculine energy not to engage in things that are low vibe or maybe not an ultimate fit for them. Divine Feminines are out. They're no longer going to waste their breath on competition, lack, jealousy. There's a surrender. But how is the Divine assisting the Divine Feminines to this? This is fascinating. How is the Divine supporting the Divine Feminines in this motion? Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Exactly. Divine Feminines are not wasting their breath. The Divine is breathing for the Divine Feminines and saying, my will to thy will. Divine Feminines have been given the conscious boost through this journey to not concern themselves and waste their breath on being the moral code for their divine counterpart. That's huge. It's like letting go and letting God, or trusting that when it's time, the feminines will have the connections that they want, that they don't need to preach to their masculines. How is the divine assisting the masculines in this motion? Oh, we get big picture thinking, not so impulsive. So Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas, and star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. It goes hand in hand, I just heard. So as divine feminines are being given a breath of fresh air, not needing to preach on that, the divine masculines are also thinking in big picture ways, not so much impulse, more of a higher cosmic activation. So crystal grid, activation, light body. So this is partly the ascension energies. As we reach a crystalline level in our DNA, we relate to these pure light codes. Star bathing, it's cosmic energy coming in. So something astrological. This full moon in Libra. That's what I'm getting. It's a very high frequency influence right now that's causing this ability to see big picture thinking. Feminines are not having to energetically mother the masculine, nor do they feel that that's appropriate any longer. Wow, that is an incredible start to this reading. Let's get into the masculine reading. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel. Only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine masculines? How are the divine masculines thinking of the connections at this time? How are they feeling on the heart space? How are they thinking of their divine feminine? How are they feeling about the connections on their heart space? How are they feeling about their divine counterpart on the heart space? Yeah, I think I said that. There's so much energy. I'm just still kind of amazed at that first message. But what else can we see? Divine masculines wishing for their own lives and this connection. What are they doing in their own lives and towards this connection? What is the biggest challenge? Spirit guided solution for that, and the direction in the near future. On the conscious mind, moon energy and test. So this is divine feminine cosmic, the moon, the secrets, the deeper meanings, and this is a test. Divine feminines, this is a conscious test. So we can't make or break or miss out on this. It's just an opportunity to, again, I'm hearing let go and let God. Allow your divine counterpart to do what they need to do to reach their own understanding. This is not you telling them what hoops to jump through or how they should run their life. This is a test for you to surrender control and stay in your lane. If your counterpart is not choosing things that align with your connection, make yourself busy, look elsewhere, don't wait, go do something else. Step on mission, do your own karma cleaning, whatever it means to you. This is a test to just stay in your autonomy right now. Divine masculines, this is a test of everything you're made of. This is the deepest subconscious stuff coming up right now. How far will you go? How far will you stray? What will you do if you're given free rein, divine masculines, to do whatever you may please? If no one was lording over you, if you didn't have a guilty conscience, what would actually suit you? Are you sure? I'm hearing them, all the divine masculines, entertaining some pretty frivolous things and then saying, but wait a second, that actually wouldn't feel good to me. So yeah, divine masculines are being tested with this subconscious stuff, and they are starting to see that they actually don't like to live up to that really sneaky, shady machismo. I just heard. So yeah, divine masculines, you're seeing some of this deeper subconscious drivers coming to light, and the novelty is wearing off. I'm getting circus imagery with this test card, and I'm hearing that I'm seeing you shaky now that all the spotlights are on you, and you can't defer to anyone but yourself for your impeccable choices or not. Nobody to project on. There's no higher lens. Just between you and the divine, your conscience. What would you actually choose? What a big deal this energy read is. This is really, really intense to feel the energy in this, and we get peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So divine masculines are wishing to purge the subconscious drivers that cause them to engage in negative or low vibe things, thoughts, actions. They're releasing this. This is the Sri Yantra, the portal of Om, manifestation as well. And so they are now taking full accountability for their actions, not deferring or blaming divine feminine. Okay, so the connection has helped the divine masculines in this regard. What can we see for how the divine masculines are thinking of their divine counterpart? They're seeing the inner work. So something divine feminine has become evident to your divine masculine. You have somehow exuded, communicated, demonstrated this inner work that you've done that shows that you're not fazed by something that would have usually triggered you or the typical response. So they're seeing that you're atypical in the way that you're responding to certain things that they're putting out there. There is a little bit of a curiosity, like a cause and effect or a trial and error or practical application. There's something the divine masculines are seeing in real time that the divine feminines are not triggered by right now. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. They're seeing divine feminine miraculously taking their happiness into their own hands and being unscathed, unfazed by something. They see that you've done the work, divine feminine. It's really impressive. It's impressing upon the divine masculines that they don't have anyone but themselves to blame, I just heard. Whoa. What can we see for the masculine's heart space about these connections? Eight of Cups and disillusion. Okay, so there is a walking away. Eight of Cups typically walks away from the third party situations, walks away from things that get clumsy or messy or that were thought to be the answer. It's a leaving behind things that weren't quite good enough. And third party, because that came up for the feminines, trust divine feminines that your divine masculine is walking away from third party energy. There's some kind of a disillusionment about third energies, about the novelty of third energies, the novelty of things that pull thin, or serving two masters, or spreading too thin. There's been some kind of a bubble burst here. What can we see? Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yes, this subconscious stuff is coming to light, and your connection has shed some light on this. It's like the blinders are being taken off. The denial is being released, and divine masculines are able to release something right now because it did not offer the same high, I just heard, as they thought it would. They were in denial, so their fear, that tantalizing, morbid curiosity, has been replaced by awareness on some level. I'm hearing lackluster and blasé. Okay, what can we see for how the masculines are feeling on the heart space for the divine feminine journey and 10 of Pentacles? So yeah, their whole idea of what I'm hearing machismo, that macho energy means, what it means to be a masculine, that whole 10 of Pentacles, King of the Castle kind of energy, it's been turned on its head because of this journey. Whether they're conscious of the journey or not, there's this influence that's standing the test of time but evolving over time. And this is on the heart space for you. So you are a key influence. Whatever it is that you've been navigating, karmically speaking, in your connection, your divine counterpart has begun rewriting their gospel on what success and fulfillment and long-term would look like. I'm just hearing repression is coming to light, and it would take a profound connection like this to dredge that level of influence, awareness, presence, complexity up from the deep. Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. So yeah, they know that even when they're following hollow pursuits, I just heard, that you have never left their side, that your energy lingers, it is still there, it is ever present on their mind, no matter how far they travel, where they go. Home is where the heart is, and they are in the full awareness that no matter how far they stray from this connection, that you are still central, you're still in their heart. Wow, that's quite a message on the heart space. What are they wishing to manifest in their own lives right now? Reunion, feelings, feeling the Six of Cups, the nostalgia. They're really feeling this nostalgia. They feel like no matter how surrounded they are by friends and gaiety, no matter how lonely they are, you're still right there in their heart. They can't shake that ever-present thought of you, divine feminines. Indecision. I use my intuitions in all aspects of life. So they know that they've been in indecision about this connection, and it's pulling on their heartstrings big time right now. I just heard there's something very, very, very obvious about this energy right now that's showing the divine masculines that they are holding this at bay. What are the divine masculines wishing for this connection? We get Ace of Wands, which is passion, it's purpose, it's sexual connection, but it is inspired living in the reverse, and tears. So there's some purging, there's some bittersweet purging that needs to happen here. So they are wishing to face this inconvenient emotion, the inconvenient facts that they have withheld, that they have not been on their highest timeline in some way, that this connection and their greater purpose and a more meaningful life has been waylaid by their resistance. Acceptance. So I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. I'm going to pull a card on that. What is it that the divine masculines feel they cannot change right now regarding the fact that they have withheld and resisted and been sly about not making a decision here, about not coming forward. And again, it's not to blame divine masculines for not coming forward. There is a divine plan at play. But divine masculines are looking at the free will accountability and their own assessment of that right now. They're still being sharpened by the different emotions, the tears that have come up in response to seeing the distance in these connections that has been that has come through their hand. Whether that's divinely guided, whether they see that it is divinely guided or not at this point, they are experiencing that bittersweet, knowing that this connection does represent their higher timelines and abundance, but it's outside their grasp. So it's not necessarily that they've been sabotaging it entirely, it's also that it has not been divinely guided. And so there's this reaching, there's this when, why, how kind of energy. And they are coming to terms with they have no control over this right now. What are the divine masculine's actions at this time in their own lives? 3 of Pentacles. So dynamics and beginning to look at how they are assessing the 3D dynamics. Whatever's going on around them, their eyes are wide open to, is it authentic? That's what I'm hearing. So they may be around a bunch of people, they may be in 3D situations, they may be in work situations. They're looking at the energetics and the dynamics right now. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So they're no longer deferring their happiness or blaming those around them for a lack of happiness or motivation or status quo. It's like they're waking up numb and looking around at the people around them and saying, where are these people going? Are they qualified to be the ones giving me life advice? Are they living their highest timelines? Am I holding myself back because I'm associating with people who are, I heard, dead-end street? So this is a really big eye-opener for the divine masculines. They're looking at their 3D situations and they are really deciding whether they are free to express themselves or not for their authentic truth. And they have no one to blame except themselves for surrounding themselves with people who are not at their consciousness level and holding themselves back, playing small, I heard. So they are going through this awakening that they don't fit in like they do in your connection. This is a bit painful, I'm not gonna lie. What are the divine masculines, wanting to do that will bring them closer to this connection? Freedom and guide. So they are looking for a way forward and to free themselves from these 3D circumstances that they're finding themselves in. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So they are looking at both sides of a situation instead of being egocentric or ego absorbed in their situations. They're actually looking at it objectively and seeing other people's motives, other people's reasons why, other people's intentions. This is where they can empathize but agree that they don't need to associate fully, ego align with the status quo, that they can be in the world but not of it, or that they do not need to continue associating with certain lower vibrational circumstances. They can free themselves. Let empathy be your guide, I just heard. What is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? Justice and wound. Bringing ultimate healing to their wounds. Bringing this repair. Correcting the wrongs. Healing. Not continuing. Once they see the light, removing themselves from things that are keeping the wounds open, I just heard. And grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I feel like they're outgrowing circumstances and now they're appreciating the lessons in them as they begin to move beyond the trauma bonds and the wounded storylines and the coping methods and the crutches and the codependency. They're grieving it, but also saluting it, I just heard, because it's empowering them, and they are overcoming justifiably because they are seeing through consciousness the actual reasons why it's no longer resonating to conduct themselves in certain ways. Whoa, what is the solution? Union, the magic of union, wholeness, spiritual foundation. Freedom, here's the freedom that they've been looking for the path with. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes, union within creates magic. That's the solution. Remember, you can be that light. This is the energetic light creation, divine masculines. This is the freedom when you're no longer a follower but a leader. What is the direction of these connections in the near future? Knight of Cups and the Tower, rage. So passionate motion. This is activated motion in the name of love. Things are going to be a changing. So divine masculines, I'm seeing I'm seeing in Jesus Christ Superstar, where Jesus flings the tables in the temple and everything goes flying. I'm seeing the divine masculines throwing off the low vibe stuff. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. So they're no longer playing small and holding back. They're no longer pretending they don't know better. Wow. Yeah. You go, divine masculines. What would the divine masculines say to the divine feminines about all this right now? I've got to do what I must do, I just heard. I'm open to compromise. They are open to talking to you, divine feminine. They're open to seeing both sides of the coin. They're open to new ways forward that are not their ego trying to profess that they have all the answers or that they are on the right track 100%. They are now open to flow on a new level. Wow. All the blessings. Bye for now.